3 days your dreams can come true. In 3 days your dreams. Be seated, y'all. I believe it was Martin Luther King that said, I have a dream. Y'all remember Martin Luther King in 1963? He wrote a letter from a Birmingham jail, and he said, the reason why I'm here is because injustice is here. But I have a dream. Y'all remember Malcolm Little, but he changed his name to Malcolm X, and he was in prison, and he wrote something down. He wrote down, by any means necessary, you'll never find me in this prison again. I'll never get caught. I'll never get caught, my God, in this situation again. Let me take it to the Bible. Y'all remember Paul and Silas who were in prison? They were stuck in jail. Somebody said, but at midnight. My God, they began to pray and said, anybody, oh, I love what Phyllis said earlier today, anybody connected to us, my God, they coming out of prison. Tell your neighbor, ain't you glad you connected to me? Ain't you glad you connected?
Ain't you glad you connected?
You remember Samson, he was an enemy of the Philistines, my God. And he found himself, my God, I can't even preach this. He found himself in jail. Maybe you identify with John the Baptist because of one brother that didn't want to hear the truth. He found himself in jail. And what are you saying, Pastor? Well, sometimes you'll end up on lockdown, not for anything you did wrong, but for what you did right. My God, is there anybody that's living holy and they still coming against you? They're living right, but they still persecute you. Is there anybody? I believe there's some people who don't like